Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 2, and today we are returning with two big games as we take on Leicester City at home and Arsenal away, both in the Premier League. Before we play the games, though, show you how Cardiff have been getting on off camera. Oh, it felt good to do an introduction like that again. Do you want to start today's episode by saying thank you for the support on episode number 1 uploaded yesterday. I really appreciate it. You guys seem super hyped for the series, as am I. As most of you guys know, I absolutely love playing FM, one of my favourite games. And this should be a really fun save with Cardiff, and it should be really enjoyable. What's not been enjoyable, however, has been the start to the season for the Bluebirds. Of course, we lost on the opening day 3-0 away against Watford, and as you can see by the results here, it's been a really tough run to start the campaign off. But we did respond. Our first home game of the season came directly after the Watford defeat, and we won. Our first Premier League win so far, and admittedly our only Premier League win so far, as we beat Burnley by 2-1 at the Cardiff City Stadium. Robbie Brady gave Sean Dyche's side lead 30 minutes in, and we were staring down the barrel of back-to-back defeats. However, with 12 minutes to go, Harry Arter scored our first goal of the season, wonderful free kick, and then with 5 minutes to go, Bobby Reed completed the turnaround, won it for us with 7 minutes to go to pick up our first win of the Premier League campaign. I was absolutely buzzing after that victory, so happy. But after that, a 1 defeat away against Huddersfield as David Wagner's side got the victory here. Aaron Moy gained the lead 55 minutes in to make it 1-0 before Sol Bamba was sent off with 2 minutes to go. And interesting game this, because it sort of set the tone for what we've seen to start the season off. I'm finding this year in FM that long shots are really OP and red cards are really common, as you'll see throughout the course of this run. But following that, in midweek, we beat Hull City by 3-1 in the Carabao Cup second round away at the K-Con, where Neil Maupay, great to see. This is always great when your new strike gets his first goal for the club. Well, Neil took it one step further, I should say 2 steps further. He didn't score his first goal for the club in this game. He scored a hat-trick, our first hat-trick of the series, as we beat the Tigers by 3-1. Second goal is a really nice counter-attack as well, as he's got his third goal too from a crossing from the right-hand side. So buzzing to see our number 9 notch of his first goals for the club in a really good man of match display. But what happened after that was nothing short of disastrous. No wins in our last 5 games, including a humiliating defeat. And we started off with a 2-1 loss away against Crystal Palace back in the Premier League in what was a heartbreaking loss here at Selhurst Park. Harry Arter got his second goal of the season already, 80 minutes in to make it 1-0, before Jozabed made it 1-1 half an hour into the game. But with 8 minutes to go in the first half, we went down to 10 men and then to 9 men. First, Neil Maupay sent off for a 2-footed lunge from behind. No complaints about that one. But in the on the stroke of half time, Ryan Tunnicliffe was sent off for his second yellow card. I thought it was a fair challenge. Referee saw it otherwise, and 2 of our 3 new signings sent off in the space of 8 minutes as we went down to 9 men heading into the dressing room. And in the second half, we sat at our stall, 2 men down, defending valiantly, trying to hold on to the point. I was thinking, can we do it? It'll be a really good draw with the disadvantage. But with 3 minutes to go, Czech Koyate banged one in from range to give Roy Hodgson's side the win and break our hearts in the dying embers of the match. And again, as I mentioned a moment ago there, long shots and red cards, you see a lot of them in this year's FM, and I'm sure we'll continue to see them throughout the course of the season. But following a heartbreaking loss, a 3-0 defeat at home to Chelsea, brushed aside by Sarri's team. Barkley made it 1-0, 22 minutes in. I've heard he does really well in this year's FM, so we'll keep an eye on that. And Eden Hazard scored a brace as well in the space of 40 minutes. First from a penalty, 25 minutes in, and then 6 minutes before the break made it 3-0. And there was yet another red card in this game, this time for Chelsea, Ross Barkley getting sent off. And then following that, yet another red card in a goalless draw at home to West Ham. 0-0 scored this one. Hold a team meeting for the game, hoping we get the win. And a draw wasn't a terrible result, but Sol Bamba sent off for a second yellow card. Like the Tunnicliffe dismiss against Crystal Palace, I thought it was really harsh, but Sol Bamba sent off for the second time already this season. Red cards galore to start the campaign off. And following that, our most humiliating defeat of the season so far, which is probably going to take some topping throughout the course of the entire series. We took on Mansfield Town in the Carabao Cup third round in Wales, and we lost by 3-0. The League 2 side rocked up and absolutely tore us to shreds. Otis Carr made it 1-0. 23 minutes in to give the away side the lead. Then 4 minutes before the break, Danny Rose made it 2-0. And at half-time, I was thinking I could be sacked before the second half gets kicked off. We're absolutely terrible at the moment. And then Khan scored with 11 minutes to go to make it 3-0. I tell you, man, I play with the sound off in FM, but I'm pretty sure I could hear boos coming out of my iMac. It was terrible. It was the most humiliating loss I've had in FM in a very long time, and that is saying something. Knocked out the Carabao Cup by League 2 Mansfield by 3-0 at home. dreadful. And following out a 2-0 defeat away against Southampton at St Mary's, Stuart Armstrong made it 1-0 for Gabbiadini tucked in a penalty to make it 2-0, and that was how the game finished. So no wins in our last 5 games in all competitions, 1 win in the Premier League thus far. That's why right now in the table, as you can see, we sit in 17th place, so we are just above the relegation zone, but only on goal difference and only by 1 goal ahead of Burnley right now in 18th place. It's been a really tough start to the season for Cardiff, as we expected, and that's why today's first game is massive. Taking on Leicester City at home, we've got to at least get a point in this game. Can't afford to lose to the side right now, 2 places and 1 point below us in the table. But before we play the game, there is one more thing to show you. There has been a serious injury to the team to start the season off, and that is Nathaniel Mendes-Lang. He's out for practically the rest of the season. Our right winger, who had started the season off pretty poorly, only 1 appearance in the league coming on as a sub, and not really much else to show you there, apart from because Jason has been starting on the right-hand side most of our games, but he got injured in training. He signed a new contract in the summer, now out for 4 to 6 months with a broken lower leg. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted, because of course we know we've got a really thin squad as it is, because I loaned out like 4 of our players in the summer window. So yeah, in hindsight, that was a really bad thing to do. We could really use a Pilkington or Danny Ward right now out on loan, but yeah, Mendes-Lang out for most of the rest of the season. And yeah, I am absolutely gutted because that puts us in a really precarious position. So that's pretty much all there is to show you for the introduction. Let's get to the first game of the 2 in today's episode. Again, a massive game here against Leicester, who are the favourites. The only thing we've got going for us so far is we've only lost 1 of our games at home this season in the Premier League. And of course, that was to Chelsea, as we expected to lose. Now, for the tactics, you guys might be wondering what I've changed and what I haven't changed. I've been switching between the 4-1-2-3 and the 4-4-2 every now and then. But I do prefer the counter-attacking 4-1-2-3. But one thing I'm going to do to start this game off is we're going to hire our defensive line, as I've had some comments saying that is really useful in this year's FM. And of course, long shots are so OP this year. That will probably help us out as we'll close down a bit quicker. And I think I'll probably just stick with that for the time being. I wouldn't be against turning on shoot on sight though, as again, long shots are so OP. But I think we'll leave it for now and just make that one quick alteration before the game starts. Again, any tactical suggestions whatsoever, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. As I said, I'm not great with the tactics to start the save off, and any help is much appreciated. So, this is our team for the game. Bam suspended, Rules currently injured, and Mendes-Lang, of course, out for the season. This is our team, and let's see if we can get a big win here in our first win since the Burnley game. We've got Smithies in goal. He's replaced Etheridge as our number 1 right now. Back for Cunningham, Manga, Morrison, and Patterson. In midfield, our trio is Camarasa, Harriata, and Ryan Tunnicliffe. On the wings, Murphy on the left, Jason on the right, and up top, it's Neil Mapai. Come on, bro. We need your first Premier League goal today. On the bench, Etheridge, Connolly, Bennett, Peltier, Gunnarsson, Reed, and Zahore. First game, it's Leicester. It's a massive one. Let's at least get a draw, but I'm targeting the win. Come on, the Bluebirds. Morale has been quite poor to start the season off as well. The boys doubting themselves a little bit, as you'd probably expect after a really poor start and an inexperienced manager in charge. But all it takes is 1 win to get our form sorted and get a good run going. Oh, and Manga fires it over. Good start. Come on. This is definitely an early season relegation 6-pointer. Cannot afford to lose this game here. Half-time fast approaching. Still 0-0 at the moment. Leicester have had a lot of the ball, but no highlights thus far. That's good for us because we defended so poorly to start the season off. And with only 3 goals scored, we know if we concede the first goal, we're probably going to lose the game. So come on, Cardiff. We've got to get the first one here. Callum Patterson into Camarasa. And Camarasa finds Jason down the right-hand side. The Spaniards linking up, and our new boy rolls it through to another new boy for his first goal in the Premier League. But you see in the top there, it's disallowed for offside and it won't count. And new signings linking up, but unfortunately the flag is raised. Jason with the through ball, and oh yeah, he strayed a yard offside there. Definitely the right call. Lino gets it right. Great finish by Neil, but won't count. Good into the first half though. Seeing the ball hit the back of the net. Now let's see the next one count and get ourselves in front. Come on, Cardiff. I'm going to say nothing at the break because we play quite well out there, and normally when we're playing well and I say something positive, it jinxes us. So second half to begin, still deadlocked at 0-0, but encouraging signs in that first half for the first time in a while. So second half begins, first highlight coming to Leicester. Jamie Vardy is through, 1-on-1 and Smithies denies, and that's the danger of playing a high line, especially against a striker like Jamie Vardy, who's known for getting in behind the back 4. 1-on-1 there, and Smithies bailing us out. Still goalless as things stand. I'll take the point, but I can see a winner in this game. Gunnarsson's come on for Harry Arter. We've got a really energetic midfield duo there of him and Tunnicliffe with Camarasa playing in just behind. So that's going to help us out in the final 20 minutes. But as we're still tied at 0-0, Leicester now are growing in confidence getting into the game. Damari Gray on the turn. Back heels to Ben Chilwell. Down the left with space to cross. Vardy's there. And Smithies again denies him. They're coming. They're coming for that winner. Right, so change the tactics up just a little bit here as we go a little bit quicker in our style of play, as we are still currently tied at 0-0. I might make one more change and take off Mapai for Bobby Reid. See if he can win the game later on for us there. And I think that'll do it just for the time being. Where's the confirm? Where's the confirm? Oh, there we are. This has changed a little bit since last year, and that's why it's taken me a little bit of time to get to grips with it. But there we go. 2 minutes to go. Reid on, Mapai off. But here come Leicester once again. Silva with the corner, whips it in. Header off the line by Patterson, and Jason gets it away. Can we hang on to a point? Or can we win it? Bobby Reid's corner. Mendy heads clear. Camarasa. Ryan. Oh, Jason off the bar! Jason off the bar. It fell to Jason, and Leicester scrambled it away. I can't believe it's still 0-0. Tunnicliffe down the right. Can he find a man? Patterson keeps the chance alive. It's Gunnarsson. It's Gunnarsson. It's Tunnicliffe to Patterson. Come on, get the ball in the box. Callum down the right, space to cross. Bobby Reid was there, Leicester clear. Well, that is going to do it then. Oh man, 0-0 the final score. We had a disallowed goal, we hit the crossbar as well. But in the end, it's going to finish as a 0-0 draw unless Leicester can break our hearts here. No, Jason, great challenge, and that will do it. Oh, missed opportunities and then some. But to be fair, Leicester had their chance as well. A header off the line, Vardy one-on-one. I'll tell you what, a 0-0. It's a clean sheet, only our second of the season. I'll say unlucky, boys. It just wasn't our night. We motivated a few, and Manga switched off. Oh, well. But a goalless draw, it's not a bad result. It's not a bad result there. I'll take it. Obviously, the biggest concern is still scoring goals, though, as we know. Only 3 in the Premier League from our first 8 games. That's really concerning. I discussed the need for a goal scorer in episode number 1, and we need one now more than ever. We've got Zahora, we've got Reid, and we've got Mapai. But only Reid has found the back of net in the Premier League this season for us, and that was just the 1 goal he scored in the win against Burnley. So, yeah, that was an interesting game. I'll take the draw, but a win would have been massive for us. The international break has definitely come at the right time for us here. We're still above the relegation zone, and next are above water, but only by 1 point ahead of Bournemouth and also Leicester as well. It's been a very tough start to the season, this, as we anticipated. And when you look at the run of fixtures we've got here in October and November, it's really tough. We've got Arsenal, Manchester City, Tottenham, Newcastle away, and then Liverpool at home as well. In the space of 5 games here, I'm expecting at the very most 1, perhaps 2 points getting picked up. That Newcastle game is going to be crucial there. So moving into the second and final game of today's episode, Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium. Cardiff face the impossible, is what the media are reporting for this game. So not exactly a great confidence booster heading into it. Almost definitely going to lose, but this is our team for the game. 4-2-3-1 still. I should say 4-1-2-3 still. 4-1-2-3? Yeah, for the game. But a few changes to our lineup, and also right now as well, something else to report. Joe Rawls got an injury in training and is out for, under 23's game, is out for 2 to 4 weeks. So yet another injury to start the season off for Cardiff. Not exactly getting the luck to begin with, are we? But this is our team for the game, changing things up a little bit. Smoothies in goal. It's back for Cunningham, Manga, Morrison and Peltier, who just before we get into the game, I'm going to change to fullbacks as well. Someone told me in the first episode that wingbacks get exploited quite a lot in this year's FM, so I'll change this to fullbacks and see how they get on today. The midfield trio is really high energy. Love this. Gunnarsson, Arter and Tunnicliffe, our trio. That's going to come in really handy today against Arsenal. And on the wings, Hoylett on the left-hand side, Jason on the right, and Zahore is getting a start up top. On the bench, Etheridge, Bamba, Bennett, Camarasa, Murphy, Reid, and Neil Mapai as well. So second and final game, it's Arsenal. We'll probably get battered, but hopefully not. Come on, Cardiff. So 2 minutes into the game, first highlight falling to Arsenal. Already feeling like this is going to be a long afternoon for us with Maitland-Niles finding Granit Xhaka. Spreads the play out wide towards Hector Bellerin. In lots of space. Whips one in. Duda's header. Saved by Smithies. And Ozil can't follow up the rebound. 2 minutes in and already Smithies providing the heroics. Come on, Cardiff. Come on, Cardiff. We can do this. We can pull off the impossible. Jason coming forward. Keeps on running. Nice run by the Spaniard. Junior Hoylett. Oh, saved by Bernd Leno. And Arsenal get it clear. Now that Mendes Lang is out for most of the rest of the season, Jason needs to step it up. He's the only right wing we've got in the team after selling Kadeem Harris to Leeds. So he's got to put in better performances. He's almost got an assist there. Here's Iwobi for the Gunners, taken down by Peltier, in for Patterson, and a penalty for Arsenal. Etheridge saved one on the opening day, but now Smithies is in goal. He's faced one against Chelsea. He couldn't stop it. Can he deny Duda from 12 yards? Yes, he can. 3 penalties conceded this year and 2 have been saved. Arsenal surely break their luck at some point, and maybe right now, and right on cue they've done so. Aubameyang sent forward 1-0. 12 minutes to go in the half, and this is going to be a long second half, I can feel. What are we now, 6 or 7 games without a win? I think that's right, in all competitions, and it's getting extended here. Iwobi over the top towards Aubameyang, beats his man, one-on-one, puts it past Smithies, goal down. 10 minutes to go. I'll switch to a 4-4-2 for the final 20 minutes as we're still trailing by 1. Going to go to a bit more attacking as well as we try and get ourselves an equalising goal. Highly unlikely. And I'm pretty sure Arsenal will go 2 goals up not before long. They've dominated the game. They deserve to win it. And here they come with Lucas Torreira finding Hector Bellerin down the right-hand side, in behind Cunningham. Cross is good too. Aubameyang missed it, but Iwobi didn't. Puts it in. 2-0 Gunners, and our winless streak is getting extended. How big it would have been had we beaten Leicester at the Cardiff City Stadium. 2-0 down to Arsenal now. Points secured, points in the bag. As Bobby Reed takes the corner. Camarasa gets up with a free header though and does make it 2-1. So maybe I spoke too soon. Reed with the assist. The Spaniard off the bench makes it 2-1. Now with 8 minutes to go. At least, if nothing else, it'll be a consolation goal. Nice corner to the centre. Camarasa lost his man. 2-1. Into stoppage time. That should do it. And we do get a consolation goal, take it back to Wales with us, but it's another defeat, and it's just got worse right before the final whistle. Mustafi makes it 3-1 from the corner. Yeah, I need your help, guys. I need some tactical suggestions in the comment section down below, because clearly I've not got it sussed at all. It's 6 or 7 games without a win now. We'll still be at the relegation zone, but only by a point. And it's been a really tough beginning. Just 4 goals scored in the Premier League thus far. Just 5 points picked up from 8 games. I need your help. Give me some comments and some tactical suggestions. So final score 3-1. We're expected to lose, but either way, it's another game without many positives. And Peltier wanted a chance before the game. I gave him one. He gave away a penalty and had a 6.0. Terrible. I'll say to the boys on Far From Please what I saw. Most players are fired up. A couple are switched off. And that will do it. So, that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening. And again, please, any tacticians out there, I need your help. What should we do with this Cardiff team? How are we going to get ourselves, well, I was going to say back on track. How are we going to get ourselves on track to start the season off? Have a great evening, guys. Much love. And I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.